Hi Aries, it's Christina here from the Tarot Shack, here to do your September 2020 reading. These messages are just general readings. They may not resonate this time. They may just take what applies, discard the rest. I'm using two different decks. Mostly I'm using the Rider-Waite deck. I've also pulled one card from Find Your Happy by Shannon Kaiser. Now, this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And it could be love, it could be general. It's just whatever is meant for you. I've also said it's for September 2020, but time is really not relevant with tarot, and it could have already happened, or for some of you, it may be a little later than September. So when you watch this, it's going to be pretty much the time that it's meant for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, looking at your first card, we've got the Two of Wands, and it is reversed. Now, for some of you, something ended in the past, because the top row is past, middle row is present, and the bottom is future. Now, something ended with you in the past, and could have been a relationship, could have been a marriage for some of you. It doesn't have to be. It could have been something like you started a business, for example, and it ended. Something changed, something ended. There was an aftermath of some sort. So a looking back, almost with regret here in the past. Like, what went wrong? Why did this happen? Those types of questions. Those types that you still in the past didn't feel like you had the answers to. Because there's like this longing or this searching. Now, it could have just been like you saw something, or they did. Flip it around for how it goes, but someone saw something, and it was almost like they had this pictured in their mind, how this was going to go. So you could have been visualizing, or they could have been visualizing, and everything just seemed, perfect in your mind. Sorry, y'all. I don't have my little tripod stand. I've moved recently, and it is packed up somewhere, and I'm going to find it, but I needed to get these readings out because I felt the need to do the readings today, and I will find that, and hopefully it'll be more still next time I do this. But regardless, let's get back to it. So, like I said, someone was visualizing, and it didn't turn out the way in the past you had visualized it, or they had visualized it, because it ended. Okay, it was just different than what you had expected or wanted or desired and envisioned, and it just is completely different than what the outcome was. Not the desired outcome. Now, in the present here, there's a Knight of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign in the present. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You don't have to be. I definitely feel the Libra energy with that Justice card, but that could just represent, like something like a divorce in the past here, something not working out, a commitment of some sense. I'm picking up strong air, though. For some of you, it's a Taurus. For others, a Gemini in particular. Any water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I've got Earth as well. Page of Pentacles. Cancer in specific. But like I said, it could really be any sign in a general reading. Now, for some of you, I definitely feel like this was in the past a love situation. And because of that love situation, it looks like you are turning your back on a new beginning here in the present, or someone is. So that could be you being fearful of repeating past mistakes, or the other person that you are interested in is being fearful and that is preventing them from taking like a leap of faith with you. And they might be going against better judgment here, and not working with you to fix this situation. Now, some of you could be dealing in specific with a Sagittarius, but either way, this person doesn't want to work on it at the present moment. So that could be you or them, but someone doesn't want to work on this connection or this situation or this opportunity. So it's like being given an opportunity, okay? Being given a second chance even, or a new start, or just a new opportunity. And this person is now having cold feet is what it is. And the reason they're having cold feet, so some of you literally could be getting married and having cold feet presently, but it doesn't only have to be that. But it's like someone, I'm getting that runaway bride kind of feeling, and it doesn't even have to be a literal wedding. It's just that feeling of I'm overwhelmed and I can't take anymore, so I have to like just drop it. This person is someone who's getting overwhelmed by the intensity of this connection, by the pace. Someone wants to go really fast, and it could be you. You could just be a little too direct for this person. It just is not necessarily a bad thing. But for this person, it just may be a little too much right now. It could be swapped around, it could be vice versa. It's like someone is coming on strong, someone is direct, someone is fast. Someone sees what they want and they go after it. And the other person is like the exact opposite. And this person, when that person acts like that, the other person is like a deer in headlights, kind of freezes and then turns around and goes the other direction, because they're scared. They scare easily. So being, for example, if you are those things, or if the other person is those things, then there's nothing wrong with that, because everyone is their own person. Being that way with this person is going to have an adverse effect, an opposite effect that you don't want. You don't want that, but it's creating that. So you kind of have to keep in mind that that they are different than you, and you have to kind of see how to approach this person so that you won't scare them away. And it may not, for some of you, are not overwhelming them. It's not you particularly. It's just kind of like when you have experienced something bad in the past, a bad outcome in the past, and then you get into a situation and you're really excited and it's really intense and it's really strong, and then you start worrying. You start worrying that history is going to repeat. And so, it's like time to leap and this person is standing at the diving board and they're just like, nope, and they're backing up and they're going back down that ladder instead of jumping. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on here. Now, in the future, if you can see this, if you can see that they're nervous, you may just be able to change your approach a little bit, be more mindful of them, or they need to be more mindful of you. But I'm feeling like you can actually change the way you approach them, possibly, and possibly have a better outcome. This is the Page of Pentacles here. We've got the Chariot. This person is not going to make any kind of decision, so you don't want to rush this person. You want to slow the pace a little bit. They're not going to make a decision. They don't see it yet. They're looking through their eyes like with fear. They don't see the potential yet, possibly even because they're only seeing that fear, and they don't. I just feel like you ought to not rush, okay? Because when you rush, they put their they put their wands up, and they've been like traumatized or something. They literally are looking at you, and the speed, and it's really making them want to stop. So it's just too much for this person. Too much. And it doesn't even have to be a person. It could be a situation. Like two people could be going into business together, for example, and one person's like really conservative and wants to, baby steps, and the other person's like, let's bet it all. Let's go ahead and spend, $500,000 tomorrow on doing this. And one person is really action motivated, and the other person is just like logic or thinking. Not even logic, I wouldn't even say that. It's just like they're up in their mind. So where one person wants to act, the other person is still in their mind. And it could be two sides of you. It could be the fact that and it doesn't even have to deal with another person. It could be that you are like that. Like you want to take action, but you are in your mind a lot. So it's really going to be different for everyone. But I feel like, what I feel like with this King of Pentacles reversed and this Eight of Pentacles upright and the Empress card, this is if you want something so bad that you're constantly focused on it, and you're thinking about it constantly, and you're not thinking about any other areas of your life, and you're not thinking about anything else because you're only thinking about this one thing, it almost sends out this like desperate energy, and the other person can like pick it up, and the other person will then feel it, and they won't understand it, and they might even be picking up on wrong signals. They just think that you might be pushy, and they're seeing that as a negative quality, and they're getting confused. And when you really focus on it, and it's just too strong like that, and if the other person is picking that up, you might scare them off. So you need to try to focus on other things, and this is when you can actually stop focusing on this one thing that you want, because when you focus on that one thing you want and it's not working out, take your attention off of it and do something else. Put your attention elsewhere, like on work or hobbies or friends or family or vacation or other things that you can control to a point, because you can't control what this other person thinks or how they feel. But what you can do is you can take your attention off of them so much, they might just feel like they might be able to feel it literally. They might be able to sense that you are just is overwhelming for them. They might be able to feel it. So, and they might feel like all eyes are on me, the pressure's on me kind of thing. So they can actually sense your energy too. And if your energy is all about, just them, I'm just saying, just when you focus on other things, that is when they're going to come, and they're gonna be more relaxed, and they're gonna come to you, and they're going to. It's like if you want something and you really, really want it, and you're needing it. Let's say you were looking for a house, for example, and you know the exact neighborhood that you want to be in, but nothing is for sale in that neighborhood, and you really want it. You're like thinking about it. You're writing to the neighborhood to see if you see any for sale signs. You're really wanting it. You can't stand where you are anymore. You want to sell it. You want to buy it. You want to leave your house. You want to sell it. You want to move into another one, but it has to be that address, or you have a specific house that you want and it's not available right now, and you are just so into it, and you are talking to realtors, when is this house going to come available, and you want this specific house, and then it's not available. Somebody else has it right now. But you are so focused on it. And the second that you stop focusing on it, and then a few months go by, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're out because you have to run an errand, and you ride by there and on your way, and you're not even thinking about that house anymore, and all of a sudden you see a for sale sign. And that's pretty much how it works. So you just have to almost let it go for it to come to you, because you're blocking it, or you're resisting in the energy. It can feel the resistance. It can feel that, and it's stopping whatever is meant to come. And you just have to relax and allow. And you know, you've already, if you've set your intention, then you just have to allow. So let me go ahead and read one card. Okay, so I've got card number 49. We are all connected by our thoughts. And let me see. Card number 49. We are all very different in many ways, yet our thoughts connect us. You may get frustrated because others don't see things the way you do. Let go of your need to prove to others that you are right. Instead, see the diversity of mindsets as a gift. Everyone is entitled to his or her own beliefs and opinions, including you. But do not mistake your views as a definition of who you are. You are so much more than your own beliefs. So consider a more open-minded approach to life as you move forward. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. And I do have this feeling that, you know, everything's going to work out. You are going to receive, but you have to be open to other areas before you receive. So start focusing on other things, and that one area that you have been focusing on so much, you will be surprised will actually come to you. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it reached someone it was meant to reach. And if you want to like, comment, and subscribe, then you can do that as well. And I will see you next time.